Alright guys, so I started tracing my Blender logo and I can zoom out here. One of the most frustrating things, if you click off of this, look at that, logo disappears. Okay, so what I have to do is I go to view, top, it'll return. If it's still not there, you may have to go to, you may need to also click on view, perspective orthographic, and it may be you just went out of orthographic view. Now, say I'm zoomed out here, say I want to look at, well, let's first start with adding a path. Okay, so I'm going to hit the A key. I'm going to deselect. I'm going to go back to object mode. I'm going to hit my A key because I want to get rid of that. If you want to first add a path, and I kind of felt like this part would be easier. I just kind of was like, let's start with a straight line. So, because even though this is curved, I'm just going to go with the easiest common denominator. A straight line is really easy to add. So if I hit Shift A, you're going to get your curve options, and there's the path. So I click that, and all I did was I just clicked and dragged on the arrows, and then I aligned it to where it needed to be on top of my background image. Okay. And then I'm going to just delete this because I'm just going to hit X. I'm going to delete. Okay. So I'm scrolling in. I mean, you can scroll in, but sometimes it gets frustrating because you're trying to actually get to a certain part of your logo, and you got to zoom in really close because you want to just match your path to the outline of the logo. So what I had to do is under view. Okay, go to edit mode. Okay, let me select something. Okay, now I can select, go to edit mode. Okay, so now I'm in edit mode, and say I have this, I right click to get this point, and let me just switch. Let me start my screencast. Okay, so I could scroll in, but maybe I want this point, and I want to build off of there. To zoom in, what I did, I went to align view, view selected. So I click that, and that becomes centered, and then it's easier to scroll in. Okay, you can see your endpoints. Okay, now you may have noticed on Miss Miller's view, you're like, oh, where are those funky little handles that are really aggravating, that get in the way when you're trying to create like a 2D path? So this is what I do is I go up here onto this menu, and if this is hidden, you just may need to pop it out. There's the plus right at the top. Okay. All right. So if I scroll down, you have curved display. If you click on normals, you're going to get those awful handles. I can't stand them. So if I click off of normals, I'm no longer going to get those handles. I am going to right click because I want to focus on this area. So once again, I'm going to go to view and align view and view selected. Okay, so now this is centered, and now this is where I'm zooming in. You can really get up close. Okay, so when I'm at the very end point of this anchor point, I hit the E key, and all I'm doing is hitting E and extruding. Hit the E key, extrude. I just go little by little. I mean, I guess I could have used a curve path to start off with. It's really up to you, how you think it's going to be easiest, because it really depends on what kind of logo you pick. I would pick something kind of easy because this is the first time you've ever done this. So hit the E key, extrude, and I'm just following along. Great. Now, if you see something that bothers you, like, oh, I can't stand it, I gotta go back. So I can go back here. It looks a little bit off. I can hit the G key. Look at that. Hit the G key, and I can kind of edit and move. And then I hit the return key because a lot of times it just gets really fussy. To go back to my anchor point, hit the E key. And so you can kind of see where that, if I stretch it, do you see there's that black line? That's where the outline is. And I'm just going to follow this curve. Left click, E key, follow along, E key, follow along. So you're just going to keep going until you actually fill the whole outline. And then you're like, well, Miss Miller, if I fill the whole thing, what are we going to do for the center? That we can easily fix. Okay, so first work on the overall outline, and I'm going to show you how do you cut out something. So I'm going to do that next.